So I've had some bits delivered. I put a little cheeky order in with high pressure airsoft here in the UK, just because they had some bits that I wanted. So I got MOE enhanced trigger guard for the Strike Industries build. I'm not a fan of the Strike Industries one. I got the Wolverine Spartan electronic board, which is a black one, nice new one. Comes with the little stickers that we need for the fire slits as well. And I bought some mags, so 3 magazines to try. I stopped at 3. I didn't get the small EPM one, EPM 2 or whatever the hell you call them now. So I bought a bog standard MTW Wolverine mag, just because I didn't have one with the gun. I bought the EPM MTW mag. So that follower seems to pop out a little bit further. Feels like a, PTS magazine. And then I bought the EPM one. So those two just came in bubble wrap. No idea about that. Every PTS product I've ever come across has always come in packaging like this. And for however long these magazines have been out for, I've never purchased one. Now, before I get to that, £20, I think 20 or 25, don't quote me on that. It was 20 something for that magazine. £35. And this goes to the reason as why when I've ran either M4 AEGs like the Ares X class that I sold, or whether I'm running, HPA or anything like that, I've never bought these magazines just because whenever I used to try and buy them, they were quite expensive, 25, 26 quid a mag. I think they used to be. I mean, quote me if I'm wrong. No, correct me if I'm wrong, sorry. But now these magazines are £35. So I was originally going to shove 6 of these in a cart and just do that, run 4 on my rig, have 2 spare in case I've only used 2 magazines in a game and I can come and just swap them out. Save them to bomb up. Yeah, you've got no extended follower on there compared to the other 2, but they boast a 250 round capacity. Now I'm going to test to see if I can fill it with that much. So let's get round to that first, because a lot of people have said filling these magazines is quite a task. So I'm going to try and fill it to full. We'll see if I'm able to do that. Might have overfilled the speed loader here. Yeah. Chucking BBs everywhere in these past few videos. So far this Lilac speed loader has been going pretty strong. No complaints just yet. What I will say is when I had the handle round the other way, it didn't quite work as well as I've got it this way. So you can see I'm filling this mag and it's not even moving yet. I don't know how many of these much this speed holder holds. I imagine around 100 rounds or so. It hasn't moved yet. So let's keep going. Dropping stuff on the floor again. This room is so cluttered. You don't understand how much mess is in this room. So we're going to keep going. Starting to move. I'm just going to place it downwards like this so it's a little bit easier for me. And with a hand-filled speed loader, it's not actually that bad. I could fill it all the way up. It wasn't too taxing compared to, some magazines. So filling it up with a hand speed loader, absolutely fine. We'll try the other 2 as well. I imagine the other 2 are going to be a little bit easier. So the PTS EPM MTW, I forget the acronyms now. Basically the PTS EPM mag that's built for the MTW. Significantly easier to load. almost to the point where it feels like I'm not doing anything. And I can fill it with 1 round of BBs in the speed loader, so that's full. The only thing, I really do like that they've got that on there, that you can kind of tell if you pull one out your vest how much rounds you've got. I mean, I know these EPM1 magazines are nothing new. I'm not trying to, you know, make out that I'm one of the first to discover this, because these have been out for a while. I've just never owned one. MTW mag. Hand's getting a bit tired here from the motion. Don't know how full I filled that speed loader comparatively. I don't normally use blasters, but they're useful to have for stuff like this. I normally use like Jeff's, BLS, Aries. There we go, that's full. So those two pretty easy to fill. This one a little bit more difficult, and you can really feel the weight of the 250 rounds in there. So let's empty them. Just going to use a little barrel here. Emptied fine, because I'm going to test them with an Odin next and see how that fares. Fine. God, that didn't feel like 250 rounds. It did like chuck them out a lot slower as well. So let's get the Odin and see how because people claim that this is really hard to fill with an Odin. So let's give it a go. Right. So first of all, I'm going to apologise if this is loud. But here's my Odin. I've never changed it apart from changing the handle just to something a little bit bigger, which I did when I got it absolutely donkeys ago. So MTW mag, they don't clip in. I'm not sure why they don't clip in. It doesn't clip in, however, I imagine it will work absolutely fine. Go till it gets a bit stiff. Filled absolutely fine. So that can be used perfectly, no drama. Might have got a bit of dirt on one of the BBs. I think there's just a bit of dust or a little bit of dirt. Let's get that poked out. It's just an old barrel I'm using. Drop that one. Yeah, just a bit of dirt. Right, PTS EPM MTW mag. Let's push that up. Also doesn't clip into the Odin. Fills absolutely fine, as expected. They don't hold in there, they don't lock in. I imagine it's something to do with this piece at the top. Let's empty that mag and drop the barrel in the speed loader, because, you know, why not? It's not a Jaeger Precision video, is it? Unless there's some shenanigans going on. I think it's 0.3s in here. I think they're blasters. So we'll fill this up. Now this should lock in, which it does. Let's give it a go. I don't get it. Like, guys, what are you doing? People swore to me that this wouldn't fill in an Odin. Like, that was the easiest ever. I mean, since I bought this Odin originally, donkeys years ago, when the red ones first came out, I haven't adjusted that clutch at all. I just go till I feel a bit of resistance and then I stop. And you can see it's full. And yeah, those saying that that doesn't work, that was absolutely fine. So that is how I would fill them. I wouldn't be using a hand speed loader on one of these. You really are making your life more difficult than it needs to be. So they all fill absolutely fine. That was the only thing that was concerning to me, because every man and his dog was saying, well, they're a pain to reload and using an Odin. I mean, if you're using one of the knockoff Odins, then yeah, it's not going to work. Don't buy a knockoff Odin. They are absolutely diabolically crap. And when I used to sell them in the Bespoke Airsoft shop, I'd get people come in, ask for one of these speed loaders. We had these that were like 60, or we had the knockoff ones which were like 20. And they were like, yeah, I'll have the cheap one, please. And I used to say to people across the counter, look, I'm telling you categorically now, you will be back with that and you'll be wanting one of these, because that will fail. The cheap ones fail. They're absolute garbage. Don't buy one. Buy the original Odin. This has just never, ever failed. So, superb product there. I'm going to shut up about it now. So yeah, coming up in future videos, we'll be inspecting how reliably these feed in the MTW after it's built, what magazine is best. Are you using one of these 3 magazines, or are you using a different brand? Ideally, I'd be wanting to keep the empty mag cut off, the empty mag detection, because it's nice to know when you're empty, the gun will stop, you pull the mag out, pop it back in. I like that feature. However, let's say you go into a site that's a bit more shooty and every man and his dog has got a high cap mag and just loves to hold their finger down. Sometimes you just need a bit more ammo. Or, you know, if the other team's got a load of super agile young guns that sprint back to the respawn, sprint back into the game, you're probably going to need a bit more ammo. So that's probably why I would run the EPM ones. Now, a lot of you have said the short mags you run and you have better results with them. They're about 170 rounds, I think, which is good because you could get more, you could get lower down in like a prone position, so it's not going to stick out as much, which you will not be doing with that EPM E9 mag. Jesus Christ. Look at the length of this in comparison. Sheesh. It really is monstrous. So yeah, I said I'd do a video when I got some mags. In terms of loading them, yeah, I can't fault any of them. So we're going to have to put this on hold until the MTW is built and we can start testing some magazines, which I'm very excited to do. Thank you for tuning this video. Do not get used to me doing a video every day. I'm just like in the zone with it at the moment. Just a little bit of free time, record a video, put it up there. I hope you're enjoying. Most of my videos now are all done in 4K, which I hope you like. Hope you like how clear it is. The focus isn't always the best. It's just because I do it on my phone. My phone shoots better video than all my cameras will. It's just a pain. The internet here by me is ridiculous. So if I try and upload, I can process the video in Premiere literally in a matter of, you know, less than 60 seconds, a 4K video, but it takes like 2 hours to upload it. So that's the only bottleneck at the moment. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next one.